If those healthcare subsidies are not extended, premiums will double for many of the people that are on it. And I was looking into it. 3/4 of these people will see their healthcare premiums double. Live in states where you won in the last election. I mean, even here in Florida has the highest number of residents on Obamacare in the country.
And I'm saying we can fix it, Nora.
But if the subsidies are not extended, they're not going to be able to afford
It was
health
a
insurance.
defective plan put into line by Barack Hussein Obama, who is a lousy president, not nearly as bad as Biden, by the way, who, by the way, is building a museum that's like 4 times over budget. It'll never open, built in a neighborhood that, it's just not going to work. The neighborhood doesn't even want them.
My husband and I are in the same boat as so many people right now, and I just logged in to our health insurance provider, and I can't even. In July of 2025, our health insurance premium went from $59 a month to $798 a month. And since it is now open enrollment, I just logged in to our health insurance to see what, if we stay on the same plan, what our premium is going to be for 2026. $1,208.91 a month. Our family deductible has gone from $0 to $11,900. Our primary care copays have doubled. Our urgent care copay went from $10 to $60. Our generic prescription copay has doubled. And this is coming off of the fact that my husband just had to have a prescription filled that is supposed to be covered by insurance. And you want to know what the copay was on that after insurance? $1,200 for a prescription, on top of the $798 health insurance premium that we just paid.
Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So a lot of people, especially Floridans, are getting to see that their premiums are just going so high, like very, very expensive right now. And this was exactly what everyone was telling them was going to happen, but a lot of them didn't even take the time to understand what was actually happening and how it's going to happen, make their own researches and all of that. Now they're all freaking out on the internet because they are not seeing how expensive health insurance can be without Obamacare. You all know that most of them didn't know that Obamacare was ACA, and now they get to find out what ACA and Obamacare simply means the same thing, right? So now they are freaking out because everything is so high, and this wasn't what they all bargained for. Well, let's take a look at some of the clips I've gathered for you guys, then I'll come back with more commentary. Credit to all creators on this video. Let's go watch.
FAFO, F around and find out. Affordable Care Act premiums have doubled in Florida as we speak. It varies again by your age, by your group, by your plan, by your family members. But in general, headlines across Florida, the prices have doubled across Florida. Well, you know what? Donald Trump told you they were going to make these changes. And who did you vote for? MAGA. You voted for Donald Trump. So I don't want to hear you all complaining that they've now done this. Now, do I think it's a right thing or a wrong thing? I think it's a wrong thing to have done. But they told you they were going to do this. This is in Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill. Donald Trump and the Republicans are the ones that are taking away your subsidies to help lower your insurance costs. They don't care whether your family has insurance or not. Now, if you're rich, they're going to worry about you getting your benefits. They're going to worry about you being taken care of. For example, Elon Musk has received $38 billion of tax credits, tax advantages, and other contracts, etc., from the federal government. You can go through a number of other companies and find they've gotten millions and billions of money back from the government. And yet, who's the one that's being bad? You are, for wanting to get those health insurance subsidies. And, well, that's who you voted for. What can I say? Love to hear from my Floridians, my Democrats, my MAGAs, my crazies, my cuckoos, and my burner light bulbs. If you're on the ACA in Florida, which there are 4.7 million, I think Florida leads the country with people on it, what happened to your premiums? They doubled, didn't they?
So I have United Healthcare, and I have just received my benefit summary for next year. If I keep my current plan, my monthly premium is going up 52.8%. Let me show you. My premium will be going from an already outrageous $422.04 per month to $644.91. I don't understand how this is legal. I don't understand how this is ethical. I don't understand anything about it. If I didn't have access to the medications that I take on a monthly and daily basis, I would be dead, or I would be so sick mentally and physically that I'm unable to work. How am I supposed to do this? Luckily, because the health insurance that my job provides has become so expensive, I qualify for a tax credit. And so my plan with my tax credit really isn't going up all that much. But still, technically, it is $650 for me to live every month, for me to survive. What is going on in this country?
Let's actually talk about it. Okay, why many MAGA supporters are actually very much fired about it. You all know that, okay, a lot of folks in Florida who voted Republican or that identify with MAGA movement are not seeing their own premium spike, okay? And lots of them actually did vote, okay, MAGA. A lot of them are actually MAGA. So now many of them are actually freaking out because when the whole Big Beautiful Bill came, people were telling them that this Big Beautiful Bill was about to make them even pay higher than expected, but some of them were like, no, you know, Big Beautiful Bill was here to protect us and to make us to pay lesser, and of course to give us cheaper, you know, to help us get cheaper groceries and cheaper things and cheaper that and cheaper health insurance, and also help us with this or that, without even telling us concrete things that the Big Beautiful Bill was ever going to do for them. And now the reality is setting in, because now that their premiums are getting hiked, they are now realizing what everyone was telling them about the BBB and how it's going to really affect them. Okay, the Big Beautiful Bill, a lot of them were just talking about how they are going to get, no tax on overtime and all that, without considering their health as well. Okay, now that their health insurance are going up, they are now all freaking out real big. Think about it. People actually warned them about all that is to come, but yeah, they didn't actually listen. They decided to do their own thing, and you know how you do something, you have to face the consequences, and this right here is one of those consequences.
It's just a quick video about my health insurance nightmare. So I got my letter yesterday from Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina, and my health insurance premium is going to go up from $218 a month to $1,408 a month. Yeah. That's a 546% increase on my health insurance. And it's particularly galling to me because I watched Dr. Oz stand in the White House press briefing room yesterday, and when asked by the press corps about these letters everyone was receiving all across America about these astronomical increases, he said that it was not true, that no one was receiving more than a $50 increase. Now, obviously the cat's out of the bag. People know that it's going to be more than $50, but please make your videos, make our, voices heard here so they know what's going on. Please call those folks in Washington so that, the Chuck Edwards of the world can hear how you feel about the fact that he voted for that big ugly bill. And now the result is a 546% increase on health insurance.
My husband and I just applied for our health insurance. It is more than majority people's house payment. It's unreal. 2 humans, 52 and 54, no children on it. I about crapped myself. Like, people can't even afford to have health insurance. Like, are you kidding me? This can't even seriously be real. I mean, we have to have health insurance, but after you pay that much money, then you pay a deductible, then you pay co-pays, then you pay for your prescription, and then you pay a percentage if you end up being in the hospital. I mean, it's a decent house payment in Oklahoma. Mind flippin' blowing. I mean, I don't know. I can see that maybe for a family of 5, but yikes. This is why so many people go without health insurance. I mean, I totally get it. And not that I didn't know people did that for a reason, but it makes you want to chance it until you end up with cancer or a heart attack or something like life-threatening, and then yeah. Anyway, we're going to pay it because what are our options? What are our options? I don't know.
A lot of them are now discovering and now angry about how policies are being framed. People remember her hearing about the big beautiful bill that will fix the system or make it even fairer. But now, when premium starts, skyrocket, it looks like those big promises only led to bigger, kind of bills. Okay, it kind of led to bigger bills instead of making it even cheaper. Whether that's completely fair or not doesn't even matter at this point. What matters is the perfection, and the perfection is that regular people are being left holding the bag. Okay, so a lot of them are now finding out that as a normal person who do not make so much, okay, from your day-to-day work and all of that, who actually felt that you were going to be included, things were going to get a bit cheaper for you, life was going to get a bit cheaper for you, you were going to spend lesser for just your normal daily things and all of that. Now they are not discovering that they are going to even spend so much more, okay, on groceries, on on every other thing, on health insurance as well. Like if you're taxing me and making me pay so much for my groceries, okay, it's not even a problem. But when people start spending so much for health insurance, for their health care, and can no longer afford health, because they say health is wealth, so if people can no longer afford to pay for their health care, then there's a problem. That's where people need to look on. Okay, there is now a problem. People now need to start asking themselves some very deep and important question. At what point, okay, did we get here? Because yes, at what point did we get here? Because they actually were the ones that voted against their own interests in the first place. I think at that time they need to start taking stock of all the moments that people want them, exactly what was going to happen, how it was going to happen, and how much their insurance were going to cost them. But no, a lot of them didn't take time to listen, and now that it is finally happening, they are all freaking out. Can you stop making noise, please? Yes. Okay, so please, I'd love to hear your own take as well. In as much as we feel so bad for most of these people that are now coming out to really talk about their health insurance and all that, but the truth still remains that if we get this whole, if at all, okay, let's say the table turns, or you turn back the hands of clock, and there be another election after they have seen the future, and you ask them who are they going to vote for, trust me, a lot of them are still going to vote against their own interests again and again, okay, not minding that what they are going through and how it's affecting them and affecting their loved ones right now, because a lot of them didn't actually see this coming in the first place. They didn't know how it's going to affect them, but now, yeah, it's literally affecting them. Well, I'd love to hear your own take, okay, because this girl will not let me talk more. I will have to end the video here. Let me know what your own take are in the comments. Let's have that conversation. Please share your own thoughts with me in the comments. Okay, and what's the price of health insurance right now? Your premium, has it gone up or is still as it is? Okay, just share your take with me in the comment. I really want to read from you all. Okay, let's be sure that this is really happening. So please do well to like and subscribe if you haven't, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more can see it. Credit to all creators on this video, and see you all on my next video. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share your own take in the comments, and see you all next time. And bye guys. Go to say bye. Bye.